a wreck, no need to fret. Call 877-BIKER-LAW. Insurance companies don't like facing Jason. Call 877-BIKER-LAW. When you call Jason, you're placing your trust in a rider like you, the motorcycle lawyer. Yeah, he wrote the book on what to do. Yeah. Been in a wreck, no need to fret. Call 877-BIKER-LAW.
You're listening to CRBRadio.com. The words and opinions you are about to hear are of the hosts and do not reflect the management, sponsors, or affiliates of Cave Radio Broadcasting.
Sunny Sunday evening, my friends. We are coming to you live from the CRB Cave Radio Broadcasting Penthouse Studio in lovely Livonia, Michigan, high atop O'Malley Supper, Spirit, and Song. My name is Skip Dietz, and for the next 2 hours, I am Acoustically Yours. I believe this is the first one, the first sunny Sunday evening of the year.
I mean, at least above 45. Like, I only went out with one jacket today.
Nary a cloud in the sky.
It was
60 degrees.
all right.
It is 6 p.m. A Sunday start time for Acoustically Yours, and it is daylight. As daylight savings time has come upon us again this year. With me, as always, is our trusty man of the controls, Mr. Pusher and Fader himself, Eric Pelto.
How you doing, Skip?
I'm doing well. How you doing, buddy?
I'm all right. I'm feeling like a little raspy, but I mean, other than that,
All right.
it's I mean, look, man, working in the meat freezer has its downside, and I'm great to invite to your barbecue, but the cooler cough gets to me.
Yeah,
a couple
it's
times a year, usually when the weather changes. And
oh yeah, with the weather changes and
it's this week.
as often as it changes this time of year, soon tight.
That'll be happening, is what I'm trying to say.
Gotcha. Yeah, as often as it happens this time of year, too, with the temperature changes, we're supposed to hit like near, if not 70 tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go back to cold.
Yep. I mean, there's always one more coming until middle of April, so it's yeah.
But fortunately, after Friday and Saturday's weather, we didn't have to build an ark to get here.
This is true.
It was quite wet and quite nasty, and our thoughts and prayers go out to those in southern Michigan, southwestern Michigan, who were hit by the the tornado that came through, an EF3. That 3 counties have been declared a disaster area by Governor Whitmer. I too have a dose of the rasp. But so in the last 2 weeks since we've met last, I was able to get out and about a little bit. For starters, I took a little PTO, seeing that half of my PTO goes to the mayors and their fundraisers each year. And the first one, of course, was on the 28th, the final day of this month. Which was the 80s Hall Party for Autism, put on by our Grand Poobah Dan Mayer and the most affinitive Angie Mayer. For the boys, Joseph and Jonathan, as Joseph and Jonathan's journey for autism causes and to help them secure a life for the boys. Boys, can't call them boys anymore. They're men now.
Don't do it, Skip.
For the young men. For life now and beyond Dan and Angie's years, which is what the cave is all about. Phenomenal time. Great costumes. Gosh, I'm trying to remember who won now.
Oh, was it you? Boo.
It was not me. It was not. I didn't even go up there. So I actually think, as far as for fun for the evening, I had a last minute change in my costume. So aside from any of the 4 options that I had expressed previously, I changed up the week leading up to the hall party and wound up going as Lewis Skolnick from Revenge of the Nerds,
Okay.
the Robert Carradine character.
A fitting tribute.
Exactly. It was a fitting tribute for Robert Carradine, who had passed away on the 23rd, so the Monday before the hall party. And I even had my you can't just go to the store and pick up a pocket protector anymore.
I've considered trying because I actually legit need one for work, and no, I'm sad to find
Yeah,
out
you got to order it.
It's
You got to go Amazon
go to
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boo.
So, and again, this costume was last minute, so I wasn't thinking. So I made one out of business card stock, and I put the slogan for suicide awareness, because it was unfortunately discovered that Robert Carradine's death was a suicide. Sadly, he had actually battled bipolar illness for the last 20 years, I read, and with the number and all that stuff. But I think it got me kind of down for the party because I wasn't really my usual mingling self at the party. I think that, coupled by the fact that the same day of the hall party was our cave family member and my cousin, the effing Jimbo, Jim Bowman's birthday was also on the 28th. So, yeah, I was just kind of down for the party. I sat with my friends, just kind of, when I walked in, kind of said hi to people and so on and so forth, and sat with my friend Kathy and her husband Keith for a while, and then I later in the night, as they left, I went over to like a corner where I sat with a group that I affectionately refer to as the Ladies of 89. Friends of mine who graduated from the class of 89, Michelle Pendleton, Kitty Catalano, Shannon, and Kim, and Michelle Williams was there. So I just kind of sat with them for a while and just kind of chit-chatted. And Shannon's husband, Mike, didn't come, Mike McMahon. And so I told Shannon to make sure that she told Mike that I miss him. But Sweet Revenge, our friends Brad Nestor, Mike Smith, Ken Godfrey and Bill Hendrickson, Dave Olette, awesome as always. Dan and Angie kicked butt for the finale, the Fight for Your Right to Party by the Beastie Boys. So while it was still a good time, I actually didn't even stay until the end. I stayed through the 50-50 because that Keith and Kathy had left and had me hold their 50-50 tickets. I think that's the only reason I stayed. But it was a wonderful party, great time. I was just kind of in a little bit of a bummer mood. But I did take advantage of the time that the PTO time that I took. My regular off day would have been Tuesday this past week, so I took Saturday, Sunday, Monday off, and a nice little four-day block there. Went back to work Wednesday, but I took the opportunity to venture beyond my open mic comfort zone of the New Hudson Inn. And in doing so, I have actually made a decision to launch a new segment.
Ooh, what do you got?
On Acoustically Yours. It is called Open Mic Backstage.
That sounds like fun.
So basically, I hit a few open mic venues last weekend and this past week. And we're going to do a little review on each one, or one on each episode. And working on lining up guests. We got some great guests coming in soon. Looking at bringing back Blues Dad. See if we can get an answer to the Blues Off Challenge. Issued by our December guest, Jason Mossberger. Looking to bring in Doug Larson back off his single release, Right Hook. I met her, I should say re-met, because I had met her before, but re-met Jackie Daniels, Josie Award winner, actress, singer who's traveling, I believe, on the 11th to Austin for the SFSX spotlight there. So good luck on your journey, Jackie. If you go to the Jackie Daniels music page, there's also a GoFundMe to kind of help him out, help him kind of offset costs in getting to Austin. So make sure you check that out. So speaking of Jag, I saw her at, I went to her open mic at the Old Detroit Burger Bar in Clawson at 14 Mile and Main Street. Had a very nice time. Ran into met some new folks. Ran into some old folks. And had a good time there. I also embraced the experience and opportunity the following evening to go to 20 Front Street in Lake Orion and play there. Ran into some great people there, including Bill Arnold from our Cave Radio old friends, One Ton Trolley. So cool to see Bill and get an idea of what he's doing. He's got some cool stuff going on. And the venue that I'd like to feature tonight on our open mic backstage, I had the opportunity to visit the Trinity House Theater right here in lovely Livonia, Michigan. And this is actually the first time that I had participated in or played in a listening room. So a lot of your open mics are your typical bar, restaurant sort of venue. and for the opportunity to go into a listening room, which was really cool. 20 Front Street, also the same as a listening room, but with the open mic at Trinity House Theater. It is hosted by local songwriter Bob Knox. And one kind of cool feature of it is there is photography and video being made while you play. That is done by another gentleman named Bob. Darn it, I lost his last name. But we are... So then what they do is they post on YouTube. So they have a Facebook group called the Trinity House Open Stage Gang. They do open mic, or open stage as they call it. They do that on the 1st, 3rd, and in the case of this month, 5th Tuesdays. They start at 6 p.m. Sign up is at 5:30. So they do open the doors for sign-ups at 5:30. They kick off at 6. And it was a really cool place to play. The listening room attendees were all basically performers, which is really cool because you can get, performers and songwriters' takes on your stuff. And a lot of positive feedback. The folks were very friendly. Bob does a great job of keeping the show going, and big thumbs up to Trinity House Theater. Now, being a listening room as opposed to your typical bar restaurant scene, there is a $5 charge. So you go in, you throw $5 in a hat to do your open mic. They do have snacks, drinks, candy bars, chips, stuff like that, soda pop, water, at no additional cost to the $5. And you get an opportunity to play 2 songs, which was very nice. They do. They have a 2-song or 10-minute limit. Just introducing myself, they let me go over that a little bit, so I appreciate that. And the Trinity House Theater also has another program called Song-a-non, which meets on the 3rd Wednesday of each month. And what this group is a place where networking songwriters. So in these monthly meetings, they put together various camps, various things like that. I think we touched a little bit on it when Doug Larson was in studio. But again, the program's called Song-a-non, and they meet at the Trinity House Theater on the 3rd Wednesday of each month. And I'm looking forward to attending one of those soon, and maybe we'll do a little feature on the Song-a-non as well down the road here on Acoustically Yours. So as I'm looking at the Trinity House, as I've been there forever, but it really didn't hit me until I pulled into their little parking lot. And if you haven't seen the Trinity House, it's located on 6 Mile Road, the south side of 6 Mile. It's a little church-looking building next to a little cemetery on the north side of 6 Mile between Haggerty Road and I-275. So it's like my thoughts pulling into the parking lot was like, wow, there's all this like big city suburbia stuff all around it. But then there's this little patch of land with this little church-looking building next to this little tiny graveyard that kind of takes you back in time. in the midst of all the suburbia. So I'm thinking, okay, there's got to be something to this. So I decided to do a little research. So for the Trinity House Theater, it was built as a church. It was built as the Union Society of Livonia Church in 1850. So you've got a building there that's been there, 175 years. It'll be 176 years this year. Built in 1950. And for to be able to perform in a building that old was kind of cool. And though I guess the New Hudson Inn's older, but anyway, the cemetery adjacent to the building was actually had markers dating back to 1832. So you've got all this shopping and office building and all this stuff all around it. I mean, all around this place. That intersection has shopping centers. It has restaurants. It has all this stuff around it. Freeway right next to it. And office buildings across the street. But there's this little square that takes you back in time. I'm actually working on a little tune about that. Hopefully we'll be able to premiere it on Acoustically Yours at a date soon. Call it Take Me Back in Time. But so I did a little digging. I found a podcast where the guest on this podcast was one of the founders of the Trinity House Theater. His name is Pastor Paul Patton. The Trinity House was founded in 1981 as a playhouse for theater. So on this podcast, the host of the podcast tells Pastor Patton, he says, hey, I've got a surprise for you. We did a little research. And on November 18th, 1856, the Union Meeting House, which it was called at that time, hosted the third annual meeting of the Michigan Anti-Slavery Society. And this was published, that's how they knew, in the Anti-Slavery Bugle out of Lisbon, Ohio. And at this meeting, of all people, Sojourner Truth, the slave-turned-abolitionist and champion of women's rights, was in attendance and sang a song in that very room where you can go in and play open mic at the Trinity House Theater. So just such a cool historical thing. How many places where you can walk in the doors in Livonia, Michigan, and you can say, I sang where Sojourner Truth sang. Crazy, ain't it, Pelto?
It's true.
So that was such a cool thing that I found out after the fact. And, honest with you, I can't wait to go back there and reflect on that interview. So anyway, the Trinity House Baptist Church leased the property from the city of Livonia. And in 1981, a group of members of the Trinity House Baptist Church, including Pastor Paul Patton, again founded the Trinity House Theater as a performing arts venue as a playhouse. Now, in 1999, the focus switched to live music, and now it's one of the best listening rooms in the state. Has a seating capacity of 78 people. And in addition to the biweekly open stage, they also have the Song and On, and they also have several other shows throughout the week at the theater. So you can go to trinityhousetheater.org. They are a nonprofit organization for more information on the shows that are coming up there. But yeah, and to think, as someplace to play a whole show, that would be so cool. It's just a real intimate place. And if you do some research, you can dig into that kind of history with the theater and the church that it used to be, and where the Underground Railroad came through. So cool stuff right here in Livonia, Michigan. That's the Trinity House Theater. The food, again, is snacks, so candy, chips, stuff like that. They do have soda and water and things that are included with the $5. Hosted by Bob Knox, really nice guy. After playing, a lot of positive feedback. So, also another person I saw who we're going to get into the cave here on Acoustically Yours soon, Vince Smith, known as Motor City Vinny. This guy's crazy. The first time I watched him play was at New Hudson Inn. And I'm looking at him. I'm looking at him. I believe Brad Nestor was with me. And I'm looking at Brad. Do you see what I see? So, cool thing about Vinny, he plays a left-handed guitar upside down. So he plays it as a right-handed strummer, but he literally plays a left-handed guitar and turns it upside down. So his low strings are on the bottom, and his high strings are on the top, and it was so cool. I'm looking at him. I'm literally like looking upside down. So, but again, we're looking to get Vinny in soon, so looking forward to that. We've got others that have played there. Our friends Doug Larson, Blues Dad, Tom Pichon, which I believe is somebody who Brad Stewart brought up on his appearance here on Acoustically Yours Thanksgiving weekend. And just all kinds of cool people have played there. So my review for Trinity House Theater is a thumbs up, as long as you're not looking for dinner and dessert. Great place to play. Room's comfortable. I'll actually be posting pictures of the room on the Acoustically Yours Facebook page, so check that out. Those will be coming in the next day or so. But yeah, it's a cool place to play. Nice size stage. They have a couple of guys that are like, yeah, if you want somebody to play with you, let me know. They've got a guy who plays the flute, saxophone, a guitar, and something else I can't remember, but plays multiple instruments. And then they had a nice size rotation on the open mic. They also, time permitting, because they try and wrap up about 9:30, or 9-ish, so right in there. They do a lightning round. So anybody's left who can come up and do one more song, time permitting, until the end of the night. So I thought that was kind of a cool little twist too that I hadn't seen in other open mic stations. So we give a thumbs up to Trinity House Theater.
Where's that again?
It is at 38840 West 6 Mile in Livonia. It's right next to the, oh my gosh, what's the Italian restaurant there? At the corner. It used to be the Macaroni Grill, and Shake Shack's right there. Or no, Shake Shack's at 7 Mile. But gosh, there's an Italian restaurant right there on the corner. But very cool place. And again, it's very weird to look at this, 176-year-old building and look to your left, look to your right, look across the street, and see like total modern-day suburbia. So it's a cool place to stop and visit. Looks like it'd be a fantastic place to take in a show. The soundboard is top-notch. The lighting is great for that size of venue. And you can go to the Open Stage Gang channel on YouTube, and you can see the videos that the other Bob does every week. So good stuff from the Trinity House Theater. Yeah, and that's your first taste of our new segment, Open Mic Backstage. Dun, dun, dun.
Should have its own song. We'll work on that.
Yes. Well, I got to write a theme song for this show first.
Like I said,
I have so much to do.
so much to do.
But so that's our new segment, Open Mic Backstage. Stay tuned for our next one. I think we're going to do the old Detroit Burger Bar in Clawson on our next episode. So stay tuned for that. All right, what events have we got coming up? We already talked about the hall party and how fantabulous that was. I wish I could remember who won. That's going to drive me nuts.
That's funny.
But they were great costumes. My favorite was a couple who went as Han Solo and Princess Leia in The Return of the Jedi, captured by Jabba garb. So half-naked Leia and Han Solo, and that was my favorite costume personally, but I don't think that's the one that won. Gosh, my memory's faded. Geez, I wish I knew. Hey, if anybody's watching or listening or anything, chime in with that. Hey, who won?
I'm sure to have I'll keep the chat up just in case.
But hey, coming next, we got the big CRB golf outing 2026. That is going to be held May 9th. 1:30 shotgun start. We are almost full, boys and girls. So this may well be your last chance to get in. So seek out the Grand Poobah, Dan Mayer. For part of this 54-team, 216 golfer fun. The fees are $115 per golfer, and you can register your team via Venmo at Daniel Mayer 13. Or I'm sorry, Daniel. God, I can't read. Daniel-Mayer-13. Cash App at $ Cave Radio with a capital C and a capital R. You can zell it to Deejer, Deejer at caveradiobroadcasting.com. And you can hit Dan Mayer up in Facebook Messenger, or you can go to the website, www.crbgolf.weebly.com. It's a scramble format, 1:30 shotgun start. It includes 18 holes with a cart, skins closest to the pin, bucket of balls at the range, hot dog at the turn, steak dinner, live music, including 50-50. You can get your latest CRB gear and a TV raffle sponsored by Cave Radio Broadcasting. So make sure you get in, and that helps keep our lights on and help keeps the shows like this one coming at you. So I would say come anyway for shows like this one. But so that is the next biggie event for the year for Cave Radio, as the Cave Radio Golf Outing of 2026 gets underway May 9th. They are looking for sponsors. So if you want to reach a whole mess of people, reach out to Dan Mayer about some sponsorship opportunities. Great packages are available. Also, volunteers. So any of my Cave Radio cronies out there with your ears on or your eyes in, check out get with Dan and see what we can do to volunteer for the party. Team Deets Nuts will ride again. So I will be out there hopelessly flailing at golf balls for 18 holes worth, I hope. Weather, a little dicey sometimes. Last year's weather, fantastic. So we had a great day last year. Year before, not so much. The year before, we teed off on our 9th hole and said, yeah, we're done. But last year was fantastic. Actually, both outings. The Joseph and Jonathan's Journey Autism outing was awesome as well. We had great weather for both outings last year. So I expect more of the same, gosh darn it. So more on the Jonathan and Joseph's Journeys Scrambling for Autism outing later on as more details come out. But for now, May 9th, CRB Golf Outing 2026. We are going back and forth. It's the 9th annual, I believe, was decided. Because it's been 10 years, but then we had the COVID year. So it is the 9th annual, 10th year of the CRB Radio Golf Outing.
You should just do what Apple did and call it I don't know, Golf Outing X.
Golf Outing X.
Just start using letters instead of numbers, so no one's sure what you know.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah.
We'll have to get that in the suggestion box here in the Cave House Radio Studios. Coming up tonight after us here on Acoustically Yours, don't forget to tune in for Irish Music Cafe IMC Amped, Not Your Mother's Playlist. They will be here Studio 1 at 8 p.m. and at 8:30 in studio on CRB Channel 2. Or Studio 2, we will have the girls back with Showgirls. And they made a cool reel with their guests tonight. So make sure you check that out. We've got Showgirls coming up here in studio on Studio 2 at 8:30. And Irish Music Cafe Amped at 8 o'clock on Studio 1 right immediately following Acoustically Yours. So stay tuned for those shows tonight. And we are back. And we are here. And we are live on www.crbradio.com with myself, Skip Dietz, and Eric Pelto. So, yeah, I had some great time off between the last show. I am a little sad my girl didn't come home for break. So she had the opportunity to come home for a few days, and she stayed north because she's coming down the 10th or 11th-ish or 12th or something like that. The girls are going to a concert in Grand Rapids, and then she'll be coming back and spending Friday and the weekend, and then heading back up north Tuesday. She just didn't want to make the trips back and forth that close together. So, looking forward to seeing my girl next weekend, I hope. But she's doing great, still kicking butt, still taking names. I was so happy. It's the first time we haven't been able to do her birthday with her. Even the year that she had COVID, we still did Birthday Monday Fun Day, just with masks on. But, yeah, this year's the first year she's been away for it, so just kind of a new twist in life as an empty nester. But
I mean, whatever happened to those too many punch keys, by the way?
Oh yeah, they were gone. I finished them.
At least we solved. At least these are problems with solutions. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it took a little over. Well, yeah, it took a little over a week, but yeah, I took them all down. So from Fat Tuesday until I think the following Wednesday, I think I ate the last one. And I got to figure out a better storage system because leaving them out didn't work so well.
No.
And then when you end up with the glazed ones, you can't really put them in a microwave because then all the glaze melts and it's like sticky icky.
Yeah. Air fryer.
Ooh,
With
I
foil.
didn't think about that.
Across
Air
the
fryer.
with foil across the bottom.
Air fryer with foil across the bottom.
Yeah.
All right, we'll have to try that next year and report back.
Maybe like wax paper or something to grab it with, because it's gonna be. It's still gonna. You're still gonna get. It's still gonna be hot, melty, and stuff. But it works with honey buns. I can.
Okay.
It might make punchkis.
All right, that may work with the
Might
with the
change the
punchki.
punchki game.
Okay, good to know. Cooking tips with Pelto. So,
I mean, stick it in the air fryer is pretty. It's. I mean, I don't even feel bad about it at this point. Everything. It's just. It's a reliable. It's a reliable go-to.
you know, I have this Instapot thing. I've never used the Instapot function on it.
Okay.
I've used the fryer part on it. But honestly, I've even gotten away from that. I have a couple of things that I do in the oven, a couple of things that I do on the stovetop. I mean, everything else, I live in the microwave. I mean, my life is all about reheating stuff, which is hard because it's so hard to cook for one.
Yeah, man, we got to get you on board with air fryer land.
Yeah.
As a long time cooker for one, or yeah, or you need what you need is a rice pot, those little rice pots,
Okay.
and an air fryer, and I will help you.
Rice pot, air fryer. Fantastic.
What's the Mitch Hedberg joke? I like rice because I like rice for when you're hungry, and you want 2,000 of something.
Right on. You know, I do, and they had this at the Kroger for a while. They had frozen rice, where you could get the right white rice, and you cook it like a vegetable, like a frozen vegetable.
I'm sure they have them at Kroger's or wherever too, but Aldi's has got the par cooked in the pouch, and it goes right in the microwave. You'd love it.
They have those at Aldi. Actually, they have those in most stores, but they have the artist formerly known as Uncle Ben.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's just Ben's now.
Right.
They have different rice in a bag things that go right in the microwave. So I actually bought a couple of things. I'm going to try them next. So the best thing I found to do is I do something in the oven. I do a chicken cordon bleu.
Okay.
And what I do, because I make them like 6 or 8 at a time. So for my long work weeks, on my off day, like for example, I work this weekend's coming up. So on Wednesday, on my off day, then I'll cook them up, and I'll make sure I've got microwavable sides for them, including the bag microwave rice, and then that making 6 to 8 of them, it's almost like meal prep.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll get me through. It'll get me till about Sunday, because that's the big thing. I work early on Thursday, but I work late Friday and Saturday. So I don't want to come home and be cooking something.
Right.
And for the love of God, I need to stop eating out.
True.
Because
as I hide my McDonald's.
Because Fat Tuesday has continued.
Oh, no.
Because you know how they say that January, like 79th, has been the longest month ever? You ever see those memes and stuff like that?
Yes.
Okay, so this is Fat Tuesday for me. Okay, I'm on Fat third Sunday after Tuesday.
Now you know it's Fat Tuesday because the next day is Ash Wednesday, and the fasting is supposed to start then, right?
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's why it's called that. That's why it's
Wow.
yeah. Fun facts.
I missed that part.
yeah.
Well, I'm not really.
The good news is what we're calling fasting is no red meat on Fridays for 7 weeks. So I mean, we're putting some pretty hard air quotes around fasting because really
Right.
it just means fish fry on Fridays.
Right.
Which I think we did. Did we talk about this last week?
I think so.
I think so. Okay.
We missed the fast part though.
It's true. Skipped right over that shit.
We skipped right over the fast. I had no idea.
That's why it's called Mardi Gras. Actually, Mardi Gras.
Oh, okay,
That means
yeah, the
Fat
Mardi
Tuesday.
Gras. Okay.
That means Fat Tuesday.
Nice. So, man, I've learned so much.
I know.
So, I see. My thing is, maybe 30 years ago, I gave up Lent for Lent,
Okay, that's fair.
and I never went back.
I actually give up Lent for my New Year's resolution every year.
So yeah.
All
So,
I have to do is not do Lent, and I stick the landing on my resolution
so
every year. It's astounding.
now, cool thing are the things that come out during the Lent period. For example, the shrimp nibblers are back at White Castle.
Right.
So I think they kept the fish nibblers all year, but the shrimp nibblers they only bring in around Lent, and also the Wendy's fish sandwich. They bring that in during Lent.
I, as a purveyor of frozen seafood, I can tell you that we stockpile. It comes out during this time of year on purpose. They've spent all year buying it cheap,
There you go.
sticking it in freezers all over the country, so they can be served fresh and delicious out to your
Year in
out to your
advance.
White Castle window. Yep. Yeah.
Nice. So then I got on to Detroit Burger Bar. They have the one on in Farmington Hills on 8 Mile, just east of Farmington Road. They have all-you-can-eat fish and chip Fridays. And went there, and it was pretty okay. 3 plates was probably not necessary, but it is.
Well,
It's all-you-can-eat fish and chips.
I mean, there is that. I don't know if you're ever free on a Friday evening. You should definitely make the time to get down to the Gaelic League downtown.
Yes, Gaelic League downtown. You did mention that.
Yeah.
I do remember that from the last show, going down to the Gaelic League for their fish fry.
That, as it turns out, is a Detroit staple. I didn't even know was there.
Nice. The Gaelic League on Fridays during Lent.
Yeah.
And then, part of our original home base of Redford, Loretto does their fish fry. I think the Hibernians does one. I'll have to check with Pat Johnson on that. But St. Val's does one, St. Valentine's Church. So there's lots of options for the fish fries. So, yes, we are in the time of Lent, which I gave up 30 years ago and never went back. That is some true willpower. Of course, I don't remember fasting on Ash Wednesday, even before I gave up
Right.
fasting
Yeah.
for Lent.
Yeah.
But it was fish on Fridays.
That's right.
But in later years, it's Lent. What are we doing on Friday? Big, juicy steak.
Meanwhile, my Muslim brothers are just torturing themselves, and it's hard to watch because I definitely work in a bilingual workplace, and am definitely in the religious minority, and I remember to feel bad about eating my lunch at my desk with the sun up sometimes, but not all the time.
Right.
Not all the time, and especially when it's my supervisor who is the one who's like waving me back into his office so that I can like sit back in his office and eat out of eyesight. That,
Right on.
Leads me to believe that it's not that big of a deal, but it's. Yeah, I always thought fasting was really funny too, and then I found some Muslim friends, and they're like, "Oh no, we don't eat or drink anything sun up to sundown." Oh, you do what? Oh, okay, that's maniacal. So if you're ever cruising up and down anywhere around Dearborn anytime after sundown for the next few weeks and just notice an obscene line of cars coming out of the drive-thru for a Dairy Queen or something like goofy like that. Like, oh, what's going on? Oh, that's what's going on.
So they don't eat all day.
All day.
They eat after dark.
As soon as the sun goes down, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like day fasting, kind of like day drinking, only with no drinking.
Yes. And then when all that ends, it's a super party. It's
okay.
Good times.
Now, what holiday is this?
It's the fasting part is called Ramadan.
This is the Ramadan. Okay.
And the part at the end is called Eid.
Okay. Eid.
EID. All one word.
Oh,
Eid.
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 So it does kind of sound like Eid.
It does a little bit. The two holidays I strongly recommend anyone, like if you have not partaken in and you need to go, you should go find yourself a friend, get invited to an Eid feast, and also get invited to Passover.
Okay.
Passover is the holiday that all the other holidays wish they were.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Do you like wine?
No.
Do you wish wine was good?
Yeah.
Like tasted a little bit more like melted Concord grape jelly?
Okay.
Yeah. Are drinking things that you're not super excited about drinking a little easier to do when everybody else has to do it around you?
Oh, okay.
Because
I get you now.
There's a story, there's a story that they have to read, and at 4 points throughout this story, you have to empty the wine glass in front of you and then fill it back up so that it's full the next time they tell you to empty it. So by the time you get done with the story, everybody at the table has had 4 glasses of wine, and it's fucking awesome.
It's a drinking game holiday?
It turns out, yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah. It's good. It's good times.
So you get to, at the end of the story, drink. Hey, what's going on here?
Middle. And, uh-oh. Taking a nap?
Yeah, it's telling me my battery. Oh, there we go.
I did flip a thing.
Oh, we flipped a thing.
Yeah, I didn't know that you were plugged in.
Yeah, I was plugged in. I was prepared this time.
Right? Hey.
So I guess the Eid at the end of Ramadan.
Yes.
And Passover, the drinking game holiday.
Yes.
Are the ones that every holiday wants to be.
I strongly recommend.
Okay.
Getting yourself invited to both somehow.
Holidays with Pelto. We got all kinds of cool stuff here.
Do what I can.
So, yeah, we are definitely looking forward to bringing guests back in the studio here on Acoustically Yours. Probably none more than Mr. Pelto himself. But, looking into the future, we're looking to have just resent out a bunch of feelers. We're looking to get Blues Dad back in soon. We're looking to get Jason Harper in studio. We're looking to get Dan Prinkup in studio. We are looking to get Jackie Daniels in studio. Vince Smith, Motor City Vinny. We're looking to get him in studio. Doug Larson. We're looking to bring Doug back to see how his new single Right Hook is doing, and many, many more. So singer-songwriters out there, if I haven't gotten to you yet, don't worry, I will. as we look to bring more folks into the cave. So we're going to take a quick break here because my breath is getting a little short and my voice is getting a little raspy. Pretty soon we'll be coming out into stripper announcer voice, and we don't want to do that. Bringing Cinnamon to the center stage. So we will be back shortly with more here on Acoustically Yours.
In the same old fight every other night. Home field, what a minefield, I agree. Little fires burn everywhere we turn. Maybe it's not you, but it ain't me. I think it's time we fly, 'cause all the cares goodbye. Forget the where's and the why's, they ain't my mind. I think it's time we fly. Just wait and see. That's all she said to me. And then she turned her face to the sun. Well, I know that look. I could say I wrote the book. Sometimes the best words are none. I think it's time we fly, 'cause all the cares goodbye. Get the where's and the why's, ain't my mind. When you're all alone in a crowded room, and no one hears a single thing you say, turn the other cheek, plug another leak, sink a little deeper every day. When the river rose and swallowed up our stepping stones, did you think about goodbye? Wait around the bend, the river slows, the rapids end. We can give it one more try. I think it's time we fly, 'cause all the cares goodbye. Get the way still missing. And I remember what you told me. Oh, the sooner that you let it go and face the burdens that you carry, then the light can fill your soul. Don't waste more days lost in this endless pain. I pray you'll say, I'm just so proud of you someday. I'm looking forward to the weekend. This one's got me thinking. I go to battle with these demons while they prey upon my weakness. Through it, letting it control me, 'cause I refuse to let her go. And I will never leave her lonely. On fire you set my soul. Don't waste more days lost in this endless pain. I pray you'll say, I'm just so proud of you someday. I'm just so proud of you someday. Don't waste more days lost in this endless pain. I pray you'll say, I'm just so proud of you someday. I'm just so proud of you someday. Ooh.
The looks we get these days are shifty. The world just thinks we lost our minds, living life out of a suitcase, chasing things the world won't find. Life is hard, but it's rewarding. Front row ticket to the show. And I don't know all heaven holds there. Honey, I can't wait to go. So I'm just gonna keep on singing these songs. Keep on praying till the night becomes dawn. Keep on grinding till I done gone home. Keep on riding till there ain't no road. 'Cause we'll never know on this side of heaven. We'll never know on this side of heaven. On this side of heaven, no. Leave the ships behind in cinders. We won't need them where we'll go. We'll pray for hearts as bold as others. But till I walk that street faith and our sight. Keep on stoking till I'm burning it bright. 'Cause we'll never know on this side of heaven. No, we'll never know on this side of heaven. No, we'll never know on this side of heaven. No, we'll never know on this side of heaven. Oh no. Well, I'm just gonna keep on singing these songs. Keep on praying till the night becomes dawn. Keep on grinding till I done gone home. Keep on riding till there ain't no road. And I'm just gonna keep on fighting a good fight. Keep on learning till my wrongs become right. Keep on walking by faith and not sight. Keep on stoking till I'm burning it bright. 'Cause we'll never know this side of heaven. We'll never know on this side of heaven. So we'll never know. I said we'll never know. 'Cause we'll never know this side of heaven. We'll never know. We'll never know. No. On this side of heaven. I said we'll never know. I said we'll never know. 'Cause we'll never know on this side of heaven. We'll never know on this side of heaven. I said we'll never know. I said we'll never know this side of heaven.
Your chili done killed me, but your greens have raised me from the dead. Your red hot chili done killed me, but your greens have raised me from the dead. The doctor called the time of death and pulled the sheet right over my head. And that's when I heard my mama say, those hot peppers finally got their way. But I was alive because deep inside were two big helpings of greens. Yes, I was alive because deep inside were two big helpings of greens. They pumped my blood and gave me life again, and my heart was ready to sing. Your red hot chili done killed me, woman, but your greens brought me back to life again. And my heart was singing, hallelujah, I'm alive today. Hallelujah, I'm alive today. God gave us the moon and sun and His love and mercy. And I'm alive today because God gave us collard greens. You tried to get me with that chili, you did. But then again, you did make those greens. You tried to get me with that chili, you did. Then again, you made those greens. You love me, you hate me, you can't live without me, if you know what I mean. And I just thank my lucky charms, talking about that cereal that God gave us, collard greens. And my heart is singing, hallelujah, I'm alive today. Hallelujah, I'm alive today. God gave us the moon and sun and His love and mercy. And I'm alive today because God gave us collard greens. Yes, I'm alive today because God gave us collard greens. Yes, He did.
on our cars like a big crew. So many things I learned from you. I had your back, you had mine. We were inseparable back in that time. It's been too long since, too late. I know it's been too long since, too late. Your 64 Chevy, as cool as it gets. Front wheels off the ground, $20 bed. Remember cutting glass, knew the trick. Last chance tickets, we saw Keith and Mick. It's been too long since, too late. I know it's been too long since, too late. I know it's been too long since, too late. I know it's been too long since, too late. As time goes on, I'm finally looking back. The things shape me for the coming heart attack. All the hands in the clay, the experiences shared in the small victories with the ones who were there. College years broke the sense. You didn't go. Sworn and learning things no one needs to know. How things change, what they hit. I now understand the damage I did. It's been too long since, too late. I know it's been too long since, too late. I know it's been too long since, too late. I know it's been too long since, too late. There's a darkness overtaken, and it's come to shut us down. We can either all pull together, or we might as well lay it down. I know you're lonely lately, and the economy has bottomed out. But don't be so selfish, 'cause it's lives we're talking about. Together we can rise above it all. We can decide to fight or fall. But let's not go back to the way we used to run. Oh, take a deep breath, we can still fix what we've done. Through the hardships that we're facing, there's always some good to be found. This bad weather can't last forever, and know the sun will soon come out. The world is slowly awaking, like an Indian burial ground. Lend a hand to the helpless, and we'll find another round. Together we can rise above it all. We can decide to fight or fall. But together, we might as well lay down. I know you're lonely lately, and the economy is bottomed down. But don't be so selfish, 'cause it's lives we're talking about. Together we can rise above it all. We can decide to fight or fall. But let's not go back to the way we used to run. Oh, take a deep breath, we can still fix what we've done. What we've done. What we've done.
I love an evening of laughter and meaning, where the stars lead us back home. To a campground on a country road, yeah. There were big tents and small ones, and an RV named Large Marge. And I met a guy named Redbird, and a couple from Chicago. She laughed at all the right parts of my song, and we both smiled as a young boy danced along. So I set out to find Ruckus. You know, Ruckus Rickus. Come on, Ruckus. Where you at? I'm looking for a cat with overalls and a bandana. You know the one who plays that clarinet. I love I said I love. And then there's Rosie. She real cozy. She got the kids in bed, sitting outside the tent with a childhood friend. Roll 'em up, Rosie. So I look up in the sky. I can see the Big Dipper. Then I hear someone cry. Nikki got her hair stuck in a zipper. Her tent's so small, she can barely get in. She got her hair up in a bun, and it got stuck again. I love an evening of laughter and meaning, where the stars lead us back home. To a campground on a country road, yeah. On Father's Day, I saw a man playing chess with his son. And I got to play in the beer tent with Adam Gottlieb. He was Seeger, and I was Brunsey. And after the show, I gave my CD to Cliff, the sound guy. And I said, hey man, here's something to remember me by. And Cliff said, trust me, we all gonna remember you.
can't wait to get back to mine. But I hope next year about this time I'll be camping under the same old apple tree at the one place I long to be, the buttermilk jamboree. I love I said I love I love an evening of laughter and meaning, where the stars lead us back home to a campground on a country road. Yeah.
Good evening once again. We are here live on Acoustically Yours on Cave Radio Broadcasting, www.crbradio.com, and also on the Cave Radio Facebook page, so check that out. We did, over the break, got answers to the questions that we seek from the Grand Poobah himself, Dan Mayer. The winners of the 80s Hall Party for Autism costume contest were, I can't believe I couldn't remember, Shannon Moyer as Operation, and she has the most clever costumes every single year. And now that I reflect, I've pulled that out of the memory banks, and it was so nice to see her win. So Shannon Moyer was the winner of the costume contest at the 80s party, as well as the Slave Leia from Return of the Jedi. That's right, and that was Kimberly Collins who won that one. So congratulations, ladies. You guys were awesome. Also, with Kimberly was Eric Schellenbarger as Han Solo. So very cool costumes. Again, lots of cool costumes for the contest. In the Kasky family never disappoints. Great costumes there. Great costumes throughout. An underrated costume was Kathy Adler, who came in costume as a Redford Union High School majorette from 1989. So she brought her baton. She poofed her hair up a little more than usual because it's usually pretty poofed. She still had her class of 89 sweatshirt that we all got back in 1989 with all of our names on the back. So she was having so much fun with people having her turn around so they could find their name on the sweatshirt. And I was second from the top, in case anyone was curious. I found mine pretty quick. So she had her Redford Union majorette's windbreaker jacket, her baton, and that was kind of an original costume that wouldn't jump out at most people, but she was very dressed 80s. So congratulations on that. And that was Kathy Adler. Haddon is her last name now. So so that was just kind of a cool costume that I saw. But yeah, lots of cool costumes were out there. Once again, the boys killed it. Sweet Revenge, Brad, Billy, Smitty, Kenny, and Dave Olette. They rocked the house, man, with DJing. So lots of cool stuff. So that was the recap of our costume champion of the 80s Hall Party. Also, we are very big on heritage here at the Cave, and I am certainly no different. The heritage to our alma mater, Redford Union High School. And we have so many of us that have remained friends over the course of the last 40 to 50 years now. And something in big news. Congratulations to our friend, Joan Bates, who this coming week celebrates her 12th anniversary in recovery and sobriety. Joni, we are so proud of you. Congratulations to you. We also, I am actually wearing a T-shirt for her business, the Celebration Store in Livonia. They're at the corner of 6 Mile and Inkster Road. They were so excited that they got T-shirts and they posted on Facebook, and I think it was right after I ordered Morgan's graduation balloon arch from there. And she was so proud of her shirt, and I said, I'd wear one of those. And you know what they did? Doug and Joni at the Celebration Station Incorporated, they ordered me a T-shirt. And Joni we had talked a while back on Facebook, and she had been saying how she's been carrying this T-shirt in her car forever. So at the hall party last Saturday night, I walked in, I saw Joni, and I saw Doug, and we said hi and hugged and all that good stuff. And I went back and sat down where I was sitting, and all of a sudden, here comes Doug Bates running with this bag, and it was my T-shirt, and I am wearing it tonight for the Celebration Station. So, any of your balloon decor, party decor, any of those needs, check them out. You can find them at the Celebration Station on Facebook, Celebration Station LLC. So make sure you check that out. So it is time now for our episode, or our segment of our episode called If It Were a Ballad. So my apologies. This is about all I got in me to do tonight as far as playing for y'all. But we got where I find random songs that are upbeat, up-tempo, and say, gee, I wonder what that would sound like if it were a ballad. So all of you rap fans out there, especially of the 80s rap, especially our Grand Poobah, I apologize now. But here's our segment of If It Were a Ballad. And is my guitar turned on, Eric? There it is. All right.
I tried to stop this.
Speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock a rhyme that's right on time. It's tricky, tricky, tricky. Here we go. It's tricky to rock a rhyme. To rock a rhyme that's right on time. It's tricky. It's tricky, tricky, tricky. It's tricky to rock a rhyme. Rock a rhyme that's right on time. It's tricky. It's tricky, tricky, tricky. Tricky. Met this little girlie. Hair was kinda curly. Went to her house and bust her out. I had to leave real early. These girls are really sleazy. All they can say is please me, or spend some time and rock a rhyme. I said it's not that easy, 'cause it's tricky to rock a rhyme. To rock a rhyme that's right on time. It's tricky. It's tricky, tricky, tricky. How is it, Pelto? It's tricky to rock a rhyme that's right on time. It's tricky, tricky, tricky. Oh, it's tricky. In New York, the people talk, try to make us rhyme. They really hawk, but we just walk because we have no time. And in the city, it's a pity, cause we just can't hide. Tinted windows don't mean nothing, cause they know who's inside. Yeah, it's tricky to rock a rhyme, that's right on time. It's tricky, tricky, tricky. It's tricky to rock a rhyme that's right on time. It's a tricky, tricky. Oh, it's tricky. Oh, it's tricky. I wake up to people taking up mostly all of my time. I'm not singing, phone keep ringing, cause I make up a rhyme. I'm not bragging, people nagging, cause they think I am a star. Always tearing what I'm wearing, I think that they are going too far. A girl named Carol follows Daryl every gig we play. We dissed her and dismissed her, but now she's jocking Jay. I ain't lying, girls be crying, cause I'm on TV. They even bother my poor father, cause he's down with me. Yeah, it's tricky to rock a rhyme, to rock a rhyme that's right on time. It's tricky, tricky, tricky. It's tricky to rock a rhyme, to rock a rhyme that's right on time. It's tricky, tricky. We're not thugs, we don't use drugs, but assume on your own. They offer a coke and lots of dope, but we just leave it alone. It's like that, y'all, but we don't quit, we rock on. Darn it. We rock on. Rock shock, 'cause this is it. It's tricky to rock a rhyme, to rock a rhyme that's right on time. It's tricky, tricky, tricky. How is it, Pelto? It's tricky to rock a rhyme, to rock a rhyme that's right on time. It's tricky, it's tricky. It's tricky. That's our What If It Were a Ballad segment of Acoustically Yours tonight.
It sounds like it's difficult.
It's tricky.
It's complicated.
It is. So, gosh, that is It's Tricky by Run DMC, If It Were a Ballad. That even had a bridge.
Right?
That doesn't happen often. I actually made a song a ballad with a bridge. So, more. And hey, send your suggestions in. You know, that upbeat, up-tempo, crazy dance, crazy rap, crazy song. To see me make it into a ballad? Drop it in there on the Acoustically Yours page. And we'll go from there. So, I hope that you've enjoyed the music that you've been hearing on our breaks here at Acoustically Yours. These breaks are actually they are songs that have been released by guests on Acoustically Yours, and our grand poobah just sent out this posting recently. And basically it says, and it's on the Acoustically Yours page as well, since corporate music killed the local independent music scene, why not reach thousands of listeners a month instead of one at a time with streaming platforms? Send us your music. That's right. Send your music into K Radio, and you will get airplay with listeners numbering in the thousands. So send us your music, MP3 format, at Deejer, Deejer, at caveradiobroadcasting.com. If you'd like to get that music out to more audiences, Cave Radio is the place to do it, man. It's awesome to do it in the cave. So our next show will be on March 22nd. And, man, that's going to be another somber day for me. I really don't like this time of year. So this show actually will be held on the day, which would have been my parents' 52nd wedding anniversary. So DPC, man. If you know, you know. DPC, DDC, DMC. My dad has a milestone date this year. On St. Patrick's Day will mark 25 years since my father passed, and my mother will be 8 years in June. So I wrote a special song for them that I'll play on the 22nd. So look forward to that, folks. I imagine I'll keep it together. I've done the song a lot, so. That is coming up on our next episode, as well as another segment of Open Mic Backstage, as well as another segment on If It Were a Ballad. So check that out. We'll be back with more hilarity and hijinks, and who knows what we might learn on our next episode. We may even bring a guest or two in, so stay tuned for more information on the Acoustically Yours Facebook page and the Cave Radio Facebook page as well. So I think we're going to say goodnight for now, as we're getting close to the Irish Music Cafe IMC Amped show, coming to you live right here on Studio One at Cave Radio Broadcasting, www.crbradio.com. Coming up, Facebook Live, and for your listening pleasure in Studio 2 at 8:30, we'll have the Showgirls, so check them out. Skip Deets here with Eric Pelto. And until we meet again, my friends, on hopefully another sunny Sunday, 2 weeks from today, my name is Skip Deets, and I'll be acoustically yours.